Hey there, this is Ruth from the Happiness Project, and I wanted to share a little bit about anxiety and depression. I've heard it described that anxiety and depression are two sides of the same coin, and I wonder if that perhaps makes sense to people hearing it. So, I wanted to share something that I've noticed while working with people in therapy. I've had a few people just recently go through um, actually getting rid of their anxiety. Actually, three different clients just recently where we've done a lot of work and their anxiety has gone way down, if not gone completely, like multiple, all three of them. Well, no, two of them, it's almost gone completely. And the third one is very low, and it was especially low 1 week. And what happened with all three of these clients was right after their anxiety got really low, they had a surge of depression. Now, why is that? The anxiety itself, a lot of times the fears, it's almost as if the mind is distracting itself. It's creating a reason to be afraid. And so it focuses on this thing out here or that thing over there. It focuses on a fear of what people think of me, or a fear of what could happen, or a fear of the unknown, or trying to control everything. And when I work with these three clients and their anxiety got a lot lower, the first thing was, well, I'm feeling much better about my anxiety, but now I'm feeling really sad. Now I'm feeling depressed. And I wonder, subconsciously, is it really, were you really worried about what you have to control? Or is that a convenient distraction so you don't have to face the sadness? Fear a lot of times goes back to fear of what? Not really what's going to happen. If you think about it, you're never afraid of what's going to happen. You're afraid about how you're going to feel when something happens or how that's going to affect you. But really, there's some sadness already under there. And this is a way to not have to get to it because anxiety pushes it out to the future. See? So the good news is once the anxiety was lower and we could actually look at the depression itself, and I would say, depending on how extreme it is, the depression doesn't really stick around that long. It's so persistent when the anxiety is distracting you from the real problem. But once we get down to what the actual problem is, then you can start healing. And then a lot of movement happens and things get better. You still have to deal with it. It's still, you don't get around that. That's the whole point. Anxiety was trying to get you around having to deal with that. But once we get to it, change starts to happen. And that part gets exciting. So I wanted to share that little tidbit. Hope everyone's doing well this week and happy 2019.